Good morning, guys. So I'm actually bringing you with me for a reason, because what I'm doing is a time-tested exercise. Now, what I'm doing is I'm jogging, and then as I walk back, I will recite some of my poetry. And the reason being is this was a tip that I had gotten years ago when I was doing hip-hop shows. From MC Hammer, not directly, but it was something that they would do. They'd go out to the field and run, then recite lines, and it helped them perform by being able to perform at a high level, the dancing and everything, and still be able to recite. But I found that it also helped the ability to control your breathing, even in times of being a little nervous, or you get that breathing feeling going. So I was recently here. Let's go back. And these jogs are only about 50-60 yards. Always touch the wall. An audiobook that I really have enjoyed on public speaking. The author shared different speakers throughout history, and one of them was Demosthenes. And as a young boy, he was denied the ability through his father's death to congregate and play with other boys. His mother kept him very protected, so therefore he didn't gain the strengths that he should have through just physical games and things like that. And so what he did when he got older, because at the time, if you had to go speak for yourself, there we go, you had to speak for yourself. There was no lawyer or anything else that did your speaking for you, and you had to know it by memory. Otherwise, you would not be respected in the public eye. Ancient Greek times. And one of the things that he did once he started undertaking public speaking, and a quick story was, when he turned 18, he found out that the people that were in charge of the money that was left for him by his father had stolen it. So in order to go get his money back, he had to go speak before a council on his own behalf. So he also studied a lot of other speakers and writers of his time, and his exercises included running. And what he did, here we go, and I hope as I'm going you can actually hear that I'm acclimating to running and talking. So hopefully this is a real-time review of sorts, where you can see that this will work for debate, giving a class presentation, having to go to an open mic, you name it. Public speaking is a very hard thing to do. Ranks, I believe, pretty highly in people's fears and paranoias to get up and have to present as a solo. But anyways, Demosthenes would go to a hill by the ocean, and he would run the hill. And when he got to the top of the hill, he would then work on his projection, and he would try to talk over the sound of the waves. There we go. And with that, he learned projection, breath control, strength, confidence, and that became part of why he was one of his time's speakers, where he's known historically because of the things that he did. Now, this is a long time ago. This is before anybody came to tell you to do that. This is something he undertook on his own. It was said he also had a speech impediment, and so what he also did is he took a pebble, put it in his mouth, and then would deliver his lines as well, or his speeches as practice, and it helped cure or strengthen his palate in order to be able to present in a more confident manner. So this is what I'm doing out here, and already I feel more in control. I feel like, okay, once you get through those first few moments of nervousness, which I think everybody should have, it gives you the ability to calm down, slow the heart rate or adjust to it, and be able to go with what you need to in order to make your presentation of any sort what you want it to be. Nothing worse than being paralyzed. Not to mention, I feel like this sort of thing strengthens the cognitive as well. If you can remember something under a small amount of duress, such as just heavy breathing and heart rate, then you're really doing great for yourself. Not to mention what it's going to do for your physical appearance, just jogging back and forth. So guys, I would be remiss if I didn't share a lot of things about what I got going on in life. Hopefully this is something that somebody can get some use from, and if it's not you and you know somebody who's a budding performer, musician, keynote speaker, anything, have them take a look at this video. It doesn't have to be jogging, it could be jumping jacks, it could be a lot of things, along with the practice every day. If you want something to improve for you, you got to work at your craft every day, which is something that I do with the pieces that I have memorized. And once I have the newest one memorized in confidence, I'll move on to another one just to add to my repertoire. So I'm not going to talk much longer, but I will say that I appreciate the support, and hopefully this is a piece that on some level can help somebody, and if nothing else, just better health and fitness is a terrific way to go. All that said, make sure you're also getting rest, hydration, proper nutrition. All of those things are going to tie into your brain function, how the exercise is going to work with your body, all of those things. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Of course, have an ace up your sleeve, advice, comment, and experience. And hopefully this finds everybody in total health of mind, body, and soul. Like, subscription, notifications, all that stuff. You already knew I was going to say that. So with that, and one note that I wanted to make in being able to come out, do these sort of exercises, get yourself out of breath to prepare yourself for public speaking, presentations, and things of that nature, is allow yourself to pause, collect yourself, gather a breath. You don't have to run through it. Slow it, present at your pace, and that way you have a lot more confidence. Now when it's something like singing or having to be on a cadence or things like that, you will figure out your way in order to make it work, and as you acclimate to your presenting in breath control in real time and things like that. So that was one of the things. Give yourself the time, because it is a work in progress, and it's something that will take time. It'll take experience, it'll take maturity, it'll take wisdom, it'll take experimentation, all sorts of things to, just like with anything, to get to that next level, to realize your truest potential when it comes to all that. So be able to take the breath, practice your breathing exercises even beforehand. Just be able to get some good breaths. Try the belly breath, so we're getting a nice deep breath from the diaphragm, and in slow, out slow. Slow that heart rate. I got flies all over me here. I'm sweating from the workout, but all of those are just things that I wanted to point out, so you don't feel like you have to master it right off the bat. That's not what it's about. Life is a process, it's a journey, and it's a series of failures in order to realize what we are capable of doing. Fail, first attempt in learning. So failure is not succeeding at any juncture. You're going to fail even when you've seen success in something. It just happens. So just remember, it's more or less, if you succeed by failing, but you're gonna fail if you don't even try. That's almost the the worst end of it. So don't die wondering. I'm going to leave it at that. We'll see you very soon. Peace, love, unity, solidarity.